Oh, I think I did it. I think I'm on. I've signed in. It's the Mevo. Got the Mevo working. They've changed their app. They've changed the way that their service functions because they haven't changed the. But I've got it on auto director thing. I'm going to lower this down a little bit so it's maybe out of the shot most of the time. What have I got over there? I've got some weird nonsense on the computer. Good to see you. Pants missing keys. Welcome aboard. Um, I'm not positive that I'm going to be able to monitor the chat in the best way. Oh, hey there, Flavia. Good to see you. I wonder if there's a way to. Oh boy. Can I get it to show me more of the chat? No. Happy Clean Up Your Room Day. No, I didn't get the memo, Bob. I did not get the memo, unfortunately. But I did get the Mimo working, so we've got a lot of action with the camera today, so that's exciting. Pants optional Monday pick. Yeah, you got it. It's always pants optional here at the Daily Briefing because you can see me, Carol. Good. I see you. I hope you can hear me also. That would be ideal if everything is working. Is it Friday yet, Rich? Oh my God, I sort of wish it was Friday because this Monday I'm not super crazy. I'm going to see if I can go on Facebook on the phone to read the comments because it's a little tricky to see them. They just flash up. Nice shirt, yeah, Flavia. Thank you. Okay, I think I can
this Monday.
do this.
I'm not super.
I just.
This Monday. I'm not.
Now I got it. You see me, I see you. We all see each other. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Oh, now I can't see the comments. Okay. Oh, boy. There's a lot of things going on. Again, Keys, I hope you're enjoying my technological savvy here as I try and get the damn phone to do the damn thing that I effing want it to do. But it won't be long now. Won't be long now. I think I'm going to be zooming, getting in on it. Okay, now swipe left to reveal comments. Now it's happening. Now I can direct the show here. There you are. The shots changing. Here's on and working. Good. I just got some kudos on the bike ride I went on Sunday. Everything is falling into place today. Went to jiu-jitsu. That was great. And the week is off to a good start. A Motivational Monday. I've been trying to think about what I'm going to do for Motivational Monday. We could have done some memento mori, we're all going to die stuff eventually, but I don't think I'm into that. I think we all know that we've got to get on with it because we're going to die someday. Don't forget that. That's a good tip. There's your Monday tip. Time to break out the Super 8 camera. Yeah, Rich, that could be next. That could be my next step. Just go ahead and make these into little animated things. I could use some of these action figures to make my own movies. Greetings to you, Ed. Nothing up my sleeve. Presto changeo. We got Mr. Predicto here. He's ready for a question. Yesterday was Mother's Day. We had a great Mother's Day here. I can tell you what I made now. So we got some sausages from the Whole Foods, an assortment of sausages for the neighbors, really, and me, because Lady Jerry and baby Fanula, God, she would hate that, but she never watches the show. Don't eat meat right now. So we got some sausages for the neighbors. I made some sweet potato hash, which turned out pretty delicious. And here's a tip that I got from the internet. When you're roasting your vegetables on the sheet, if you just put down a sheet of parchment paper underneath the vegetables, you need to use less meat, or less oil rather, and there's less sticking to the pan, which was effing awesome, and the pan was so much easier to clean. Hello, Laura. You're on the plane to Miami waiting for takeoff after a wonderful weekend of camping in North Georgia. Boy, you get it done, Laura. Good for you. Jen, good to see you. pick. I know you're all. I know we're all going to die, but you don't think you'll put it on a to-do list. Yeah, no, we're not looking. I'm not looking forward to dying. I'm just saying that's an impetus to look. What's the worst thing that could the worst thing that could happen is going to happen. So we might as well get out there and do what we love to do. And so, along those lines, I am still enjoying my struggle. I'm enjoying my struggle to get back on stage. I've emailed the Improv here in LA about doing some sets, and I still haven't heard back. So I may have to email again to see if they did my email get lost. Now it's quickly in life you kind of feel like you did in a bad kind of romantic attempt in high school or college where you're like, hey, maybe did you get my message that I called you to go out on a date? Oh, right. Oh, you did get it, but you didn't respond, and you don't want to go. That's good. I just wanted to make sure that that's where we're at. That you're not interested. That's good information. You can't tell if the audio is weird, or if I'm getting cold. I don't know. I'm not sure what that means. Come back to Chicago, Benjamin. I want to come back to Chicago. I'm gonna book a gig in Chicago, Minneapolis, Seattle, San Francisco. Those places where I know they love me and I want to go back. As soon as I'm able to get on stage and kind of get my stage legs back in condition to know that I'll be able to do a good show when I'm there. And that's what I'm saying right now. Maybe I'm going to book a gig sooner if I can't get back on stage here. You're renting a cabin in Blue Ridge for Memorial Day weekend? That sounds really nice, Michael. That'll be great. I sound like I'm getting a cold. Yeah, I can hear that in my voice a little bit too. I don't think I'm getting a cold, but we were practicing choking today, so sometimes you get a little bit of a guy with an elbow on your Adam's apple, so maybe that's it. Who's moving the camera? Pick. It's the Mevo. The Mevo does that itself. It zooms in and out. The camera just sits in one place, but it shoots this wide-angle shot that then it can punch in for a close-up on or follow me around. Like when I move, it can follow around, or sometimes it pops wide. I just saw it do that. Cleveland, yes, Cleveland. I want to get to Cleveland also, and I think that is doable because I was on deck to come to Cleveland. Keys, you have a deck in the backyard. I could give that a try. Yeah, that may happen, Keys, but we haven't ruled that out. John, you're saying if you're as productive as me, you must have written at least 3 minutes of new material during the lockdown. John, yes, that is a great observation, and I have written as much as 3 minutes of material during the lockdown. Maybe more, but not a new 45-minute set, not a one-man show, not a novel. I didn't do any of those things. But there's still time. California is still a little bit locky-downy. So what do we come to New Hampshire, Massachusetts? DJ Eric, yes, I would like to do that. Bob is there also. So that would be a nice place. That would be a nice place to get to. So yesterday, for Mother's Day, made the hash. We had the sausages. We got some spanakopita, or spanakopita, as some people like to call it, and tabbouleh from the Whole Foods. And we had an assortment of cheeses and crackers and guacamole, spicy guacamole. I had some red wine with my neighbor. That was delicious. And then we had a flourless chocolate cake that we all love for dessert with berries and whipped cream. And it was a big night at Jerrytown here. And then we had a rousing game of Cards Against Humanity with us, me and Lady Jerry, and then the neighbor parents and their 2 kids and our daughter. So we had a how does that work out? A 7-person Cards Against Humanity game. And it's very interesting, the differences in senses of humor between the teenagers and the adults. And so it was a difficult game to win because if you had to kind of adjust your joke response in Cards Against the Humanity to meet the sense of humor of whoever's turn it was to judge them. So it was a bit tricky. Pro hacker tip, Ed, You have a bunch of these Logitech web cameras in your family. This fix made a huge improvement in its focus, not for the technically weak of heart. Oh yeah, well I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that, but I'll get into it. Brad, you're saying come to Milwaukee. We'll love you here and get a pick with the bronze fawns. I already have a pick with the bronze fawns, Brad, but yeah, I could come back and get another one anytime. That was a nice one. All right. You'd rather be eating nothing than have the leftover meatloaf that you have, Jen? Because oh no, I don't believe that. I would love some leftover meatloaf, and maybe when we're out, when we're all relaxing on Keys's deck after the traveling Jake Fest, we'll enjoy some meatloaf. Pick, you made Mom a turkey meatloaf and deviled chicken eggs. Wow, man, your brother brought banana pudding. Pick, you went back to your own childhood for your lunch, at least. That's Clinton. You're checking in. Greetings to you, sir. It's good to see you here on the daily briefing. I was wearing one of your shirts, a couple of your shirts last week. So I was just gonna. So anyway, the Cards Against Humanity. We did that. That was our activity last night. So it was a rousing Mother's Day. Lady Jerry was still in a good mood this morning from it. So I guess it all worked out. I was happy about that. Have you ever run into someone you knew when you were far from home? What kind of a question is this? Question box. Of course. Everyone has run into someone that they knew when they were far from home. I've done that. We were walking around Florence when our daughter was 2.5 years old, and she was asleep in the stroller, and we were walking in Florence to go see Michelangelo's David, and some people recognized me on the street and took a selfie with a film camera, I think it was back then. And that was me. That was me getting recognized by a fan far from home. And then I'm trying to think of. Well, of course, I get recognized far from home all the time because I'm a very successful celebrity. Jesus, question box. You trying to hurt my feelings? You had barbecue brisket, ribs, green mac and cheese. Greens mac and cheese. Green mac and cheese. Sorry, Carol. I got that. I got Mother's Day a little confused with St. Patrick's Day. Your boat's sinking again, Dave. I'm sorry to hear that. The captain always goes down with the ship. At least that's what they say. So maybe another question from the question box on a Monday, just to get things going. My wife is taking our daughter to get COVID tested before basketball practice, even though we're in a funny spot now, right? Because she's getting tested for COVID, but she's received both of her vaccine shots, but that's how they do it. What would be a perfect night of TV? And this is not now. I've recently heard some of these perfect nights of TV from when I was a kid. You know, Thursday nights used to be an amazing night of TV. But what are we've been watching? Here's what we're watching right now on television. We finished What We Do in the Shadows. Highly recommend. It's a fun, funny night. I'm thinking I might. It's been not long enough now since I watched Beforeigners on HBO that I might see if I can get Lady Jerry to watch that. She's got us on pause for Outlander, which I'm still on board with, but she's finding it repetitive. But I'm waiting to move on without her. Every week we do watch John Oliver's and Bill Maher's shows in terms of contemporary current eventsy kind of stuff. But we're making our way through Money Heist. We're making our way through Better Call Saul. We're making our way through the New Tricks show on Amazon Prime, but it's a BBC show that we like. And last night we started watching, I can't remember the name of the show, but it's Kate Winslet in some town in Pennsylvania. She's a cop. And Lady Jerry was so bummed out because it's basically working class people, and you go inside their houses and you see their lives, and it was depressing, Lady Jerry. I didn't know how to tell her. Like all my friends, that's what our houses looked like when I was living in the Midwest. you can't get too bummed out about that. Mayor of Easttown, yeah. Mayor of Easttown. Thank you, Michael. You got that right. Pick your turkey meatloaf is beyond delicious. So good. I love turkey meatloaf. Where am I? Where am I at here? In the What We Do in the Shadows is one of your all-time favorite shows, Carol. Oh yeah, I thought it was really funny. Well, we love the movie, and Taika Waititi, obviously one of the original creators of the show, is from New Zealand. So we love Taika. Oh, you're saying Mayor of Easttown is tremendous, Michael. Yeah, well, that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping I can get Lady Jerry to stick with it. We made it through. I think we watched the whole first episode, but I can't even be sure of that. I think we might have clocked out early because we were tired from our Mother's Day celebrations. The neighbors didn't leave until a little bit after 9, which is usually time. Usually we head up to bed and have a little reading around 9:30. If you must know my old man habits. But then I do have some young man habits, which is like getting up in the morning and going to wrestle people. You don't like cop shows, usually depressing. Flavia, well, you should try New Tricks, because New Tricks is a cop show, but it's kind of amusing. So that's a couple of questions from the question box. Man, since it is Motivational Monday, I guess I could talk about my own personal struggles right now. I'm really struggling with this getting back on stage right now, because my main place to go, the Comedy Magic Club in Hermosa Beach, is not open yet, and so it's a bit, it's just like I'm just trying to keep pressure on to be able to get back on stage, to get out there in public, and at the same time. So while that is frustrating and causing me some slight depression and worryation, I'm also experiencing a great time at jiu-jitsu, kind of reconnecting with my friends there and re-engaging in the struggle to learn a new thing. And also I'm really enjoying our neighbors and Lady Jerry and surfing and my Sunday bike ride. So I'm trying not to personally, where I'm at with my Motivational Monday is I'm trying not to get too bogged down in the things that are challenging me right now, but still stay engaged in the challenge and the struggle. And at the same time, I'm trying to really focus and be grateful for the things that are going terrific right now and that I'm really enjoying. And it gets tricky for me. I struggle with that enjoyment and gratitude thing, because then in the back of my mind I get worried every time I realize, oh, I forgot that I was upset about this other thing. I better spend some more time being upset about that. So it's I don't know if anyone else has that form of mental kind of glitching where you have trouble enjoying the thing that you're supposed to be enjoying because you enjoy it, because you worry that you're not worried enough about the thing that you should be worried about. Ugh. It's not easy being green, I can tell you that. Just started watching Loudermilk. Bob, I haven't watched Loudermilk yet. I'm excited to watch it. I did audition for that because I ran into Peter Fairley a few years ago at the Nantucket Comedy Festival, and he and his brother Bobby, the Fairley brothers, were fans of mine from Boston since before they were writing and famous. And he was nice enough after we ran into each other to bring me in to audition for Loudermilk, but I didn't get the job for whatever reason. And I didn't realize that the show was on something that I could watch. So I'm looking to get into that, to get into watching Loudermilk. But again, there's another story about a thing that almost happened for me in show business. I hope you enjoy these stories, because I've got a million of them. Oh, there's snakes on the beach in New Zealand. Who was saying that? Saw poisonous snake, Carol. Saw poisonous snakes were hitting the beaches in New Zealand. I haven't seen that. I'll have to. They don't have the vaccine, and they're being attacked by sea from poisonous snakes. That's funny. Well, New Zealand doesn't have any snakes, so it's weird that the snakes are trying to come aboard from the sea. But then again, give it up for snakes. You bought animal crackers today at the grocery store. Your mood is much better now. Oh, I hadn't even thought about buying animal crackers. I might do that. That sounds like a great idea. We've got some great Girl Scout cookies right now. You don't live in New Zealand. Yes, I did know that you didn't live in New Zealand, Carol. Maybe you're telling someone else that. Better give us hope that we can be better in a weird sort of way when somebody as successful as me struggles with the same things you do. It's kind of comforting. Well, Bob, that's what I was hoping. I mean, no joke. That is what I was hoping by expressing the thing that I was struggling with, and it also then helps me to hear you say that you struggle with that same thing. Keys, you're saying you have something similar going on. Before COVID, you went back to school to study web development after you found it hard to get a job. In that time, you took an acting class a year later, and you have no desire to ever write code again. Yeah, I don't blame you. Show business, when it's going right, it's a great job. Even if you're working on something that's artistically less than a top-notch thing, it's super fun. If you were just acting in TV commercials or directing TV commercials, it's super fun. You're hanging around creative people, you're collaborating to do a creative thing, everybody's earning a living and having fun at the same time. And before COVID, there were great snacks. And it is kind of about the snacks. Oh my God, he's still not better than us. Ha ha ha, Jen. Yes, we all. If that hasn't been made clear over this last year that I'm not better than you. Wake up. Knock, knock. It's me. Carol, you got a link there. I see. That's the sea snake story. Oh, great. I'm going to tap that, and then I'm going to, I don't know how to, I don't know what to do to get that to go to another page. Take a moment to like MSNBC. I don't have a moment to like that shit. I can't be liking things all the time. Got your second shot today, DJ Eric. Good for you. You get your third when the waitress comes back. Oh, I get it. I get it. You got your, yeah, nice one. I fell for it too. But then again, I am reading these things in real time off of a phone while I'm trying to look at the camera and make sure that the production value of the thing. Anyway, please come back to Cape Girardeau, Missouri. Oh, Ty, I thought you'd never ask. I had such a good time in Cape Girardeau, and it was a small turnout for the shows. But my friend owns the club there, and his wife is a dentist, and I got my teeth cleaned while I was in Cape Girardeau at his place, and they take you have to fill out the card, and so I keep getting text messages and emails from my dentist friend in Cape Girardeau, because they're automated about, like, if you want to get your teeth cleaned, we got an opening today, and I could unsubscribe from those, but it makes me feel connected. So I'd like to get back to Cape Girardeau. We'll see if that's a possibility. I wonder if the club's even open back up there. Keys is better than most of us. Yes, Jen. Well, we're all aware of that. Takes a big man to take his pants off. Snacks. You think you want to be an actor if there's good snacks? Rich, I could have told you about the snacks sooner, but show business is already clogged with people who are trying to get in already. But yeah, the snacks are good. Keith, you've been finding copperheads around the house. That's not unusual though. In Florida, I think copperheads are a thing. Ty, she's your dentist as well. You got to represent the sex robot. Yeah, I hope you're rocking. I hope you're wearing the sex robot T-shirt to the dentist, to the teeth cleaning, and I hope they offer you a discount or at least give you an extra little package of floss when you go in for that. Oh, cicadas, Jen. You got the cicadas? They're about to come out, and the copperheads will be intense. Do copperheads eat cicadas? I don't know. Is that true? I don't know I thought copperheads ate little mammals. That's why I thought they had the venom, not for eating cicadas. But maybe that is what they're for. Well, anyway, we can do a little preview, what do we got tomorrow? We've got, of course, the actual letter from Grandma. Thank you for the letter from Grandma that you wrote last week, Ed. And if anyone else has a letter from their own grandma or would like to write a joke letter from Grandma, or a serious letter from Grandma, or a poignant letter from Grandma, email it to me at jake@jakethis.com, and I'll read it on the show unless it's private. So tomorrow we're going to find out about the Promised Land. That's exciting to find out about the Promised Land. And then, well, I'm going to have to preview that. I don't think I read about the Promised Land yet, but if I have, then I'll skip to Rahab and the Spices and the Spies. Rahab and the Spies, and then of course we have the letter from Grandma. So we've got that going for us. Tomorrow's going to be a big day. I'm not sure if my daughter has a basketball game, so that's a problem. But I don't think. Back to volunteering at the Milwaukee Zoo, Brad. That's nice. Still requires masks and distancing, but great to be back in the public talk about animals. Yeah, I bet it is. I bet it is. I'm enjoying being out too. There's less people wearing masks now on the street. Not a lot less. I mean, people are just pretty well behaved. But someone, it's the mask thing is weird. And when shooting some audio tapes, I've had some focus issues. Thanks for the fix. Wow, keys. Ed, you're really there's some technical tips in today's show. If you're listening to this on the podcast, you can look them up on Facebook. Or maybe there's some grandmas that want to write a letter. Rich, that is an excellent point. At my age, there are certainly people who are my age who are grandmas, and they might want to write a letter to the show. Fan letter from Grandma. Fan letter from Grandma. There's your next category. All right. You have a great evening, Ty. And I am going to... What am I going to do? It's now time for guess what? Seize the day. Can you read Seize the Day on the Mevo? Yes, Seize the Day. Seize the Day. Can you see me seizing it? I'm just about to seize the day. All right, today's Seize the Day. Here we go. Seize the Day 5, or Cinco, as we say, south of the border, which we're not south of the border. But if we were, that's what we'd say. So today's Seize the Day is from Peter Dinklage at a commencement speech at Bennington College, 2012, way back in 2012. Ugh, time is really killing me. Way back in 2012, Peter Dinklage gave the commencement speech at Bennington College, and he said, Peter Dinklage said, what did Beckett say? Ever tried, ever failed. No matter, try again, fail better. The world is yours. Treat everyone kindly and light up the night. Treat everyone kindly and light up the night. So Beckett's quote is, ever tried, ever failed, no matter, try again, fail better. Yeah, we're failing our way up the ladder, everyone. And hopefully we're also effing our way to the top. The world is yours. Treat everyone kindly and light up the night. So I hope you're going to be lighting up the night. I hope you're going to be kind to each other. I hope you're going to be able to be nice to a jerk. Heaven knows you're for sure going to get an opportunity to be nice to a jerk in these crazy times. Try not to be the jerk, but take care of yourselves and each other, all these things that I say. And as always, don't give up. There'll be plenty of time to give up later. I'll see you tomorrow. If I can figure out how to turn this off.